show you how great I am.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic, one of my favorite rappers in the world. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And this video is sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, heavyweight champion of the world Anthony Joshua looks like he's going to be coming over to the States to face Jerrell Big Baby Miller. Projected date June 1st, 2019, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Listen, I know I'm in the minority here. I know y'all want Anthony Joshua to fight, Deontay Wilder tomorrow night in the parking lot, or Tyson Fury. But I'm excited about this fight. Anthony Joshua, Jerrell Big Baby Miller. For a couple of reasons. Number one, Eddie Hearn is bringing Anthony Joshua to the States. That is the move that needs to be made to make Anthony Joshua a global star. That's what's needed. And the fact that he's doing it now is a great thing, not only from a, legacy perspective, but a promotional perspective as well. Like, we've seen guys from different countries come over to the States to make a name for themselves. Prince Nassim Hamed, he came over to the States, did his thing. Lennox Lewis made his career in the States. There's a lot of guys from different countries that come to the States to try to become a global star. And it's good to see Anthony Joshua actually making that move now, especially if he can get past Jerrell Big Baby Miller. Then that sets up a Deontay Wilder fight in Vegas perfectly. So I'm happy that Anthony Joshua is making the move. Second reason why I'm happy is I damn sure didn't want to see Anthony Joshua and Dillian White. Dillian White, that's my dog. I'm a big fan of Dillian White. One of the few in the States that's a fan of Dillian White, but I'm one of them. I just didn't want to see Dillian White and Anthony Joshua in April at Wembley. I just didn't want to see it. And don't get me wrong, the first fight was an exciting fight, but Dillian White facing Anthony Joshua, I'm going into the fight almost sure that Anthony Joshua is going to win that fight. Unless Dillian White hits him with a shot. Like, Derek Chisora was one round away from winning a decision against Dillian White. Let's just keep it all the way a bean. So another reason why I'm happy that Anthony Joshua is coming to the States is strictly because I don't have to see a Dillian White fight. That's number two. And number three, and I might be in a minority with this one as well, Anthony Joshua and Jerrell Big Baby Miller is a good style matchup. It is a good style matchup. And I don't want this video to sound like a breakdown and a prediction video, for Anthony Joshua, Jerrell Big Baby Miller. So I'm not going to really get into detail as far as the technicals or anything. But when it comes down to it, Big Baby Miller got a shot. Like, I hate to say it, man, but Big Baby Miller has a legitimate shot to beat Anthony Joshua. He brings certain elements to the table that Anthony Joshua hasn't seen in his career. He hasn't seen it. Big Baby Miller's work rate is crazy. He doesn't have heavyweight power, like, solid power, but he's constantly throwing punches and applying pressure. And that alone is what's going to make the fight very interesting. But you heard it here. I don't know if I'm going to pick Jerrell Big Baby Miller to pull the upset. I'm not sure about that yet. We got a while before, I do any breakdown and prediction videos. But I will say for a fact that this will be a competitive fight. And Jerrell Big Baby Miller has a legitimate shot of beating Anthony Joshua. So the fact that Anthony Joshua is coming over to the States to fight a guy like Big Baby Miller, whether you like or dislike Big Baby Miller, this is a fight that's good for both guys. Like, if Anthony Joshua is trying to build his profile for a potential Deontay Wilder unification mega fight, then yeah, you got to beat a guy like Big Baby Miller. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a good gauge on what Anthony Joshua could possibly do with a Deontay Wilder. So, for instance, let's just say Anthony Joshua goes up against Jerrell Big Baby Miller and Anthony Joshua wins a decision. 12-round decision. Competitive, but a good 12-round decision. He wins 8 rounds to 4 or 9 rounds to 3. Something like that. But let's just say, in this example, Big Baby Miller hurts him twice or 3 times in the fight. Just an example. Now, if that were to happen, then that's good intel for Anthony Joshua. He can go look at the game film and say, okay, if Big Baby Miller hurt me twice, then that's not good news for me if I have to go up against Deontay Wilder, who has one of the great equalizers in boxing history in that right hand. It's good intel for Anthony Joshua. Also, Big Baby Miller's been talking a lot of smack. He's been talking a whole lot of smack his entire career. I call it promotion. It is a great thing what Big Baby Miller is doing because it's self-promotion. It's funny because every boxer is signed to a promoter, but promoters really don't promote. Like, they're basically the business guy that's just doing the deal for the fight. Like, they don't actually go out and promote. Like, fighters have to sign to a promoter or, basically get left out in the cold in terms of politics, boxing politics, and promote themselves. But essentially, fighters have to promote themselves, and Big Baby Miller does a great job of doing that. So this is going to be a gauge to see if Big Baby Miller is for real or he just somebody that just talks a lot of smack and you going to come to see him win or you going to come to see him get his ass whipped. Kind of the Adrian Broner effect. So this is a good gauge for Big Baby Miller as well. In terms of just styles, it's really going to come down to this. Can Anthony Joshua hurt Big Baby Miller? That's really what it's going to come down to. And it's not the other way around. It's not can Big Baby Miller hurt Anthony Joshua, because Big Baby Miller goes up against plenty guys and can't hurt them with one shot, but he'll tire them out or he'll hit them with an accumulation of shots and get him up out of there. Him fighting Anthony Joshua is going to be no different. Anthony Joshua, can he hurt Big Baby Miller? If the answer is yes, then Big Baby Miller is in for a long night. He in for a long night because he has head movement and shoulder movement, but he's not going to be able to get out of the way of nothing. He's 300 pounds. He's not getting out of the way of nothing. So he's going to be in kill zone every single second of the fight against Anthony Joshua. Now, if Anthony Joshua cannot hurt Big Baby Miller, then his stamina and his will is going to be tested, because you got somebody 300 plus pounds just walking to you all night, just walking to you. His punches may not hurt or hurt a lot, but he just walking to you, constantly walking to you. That takes a mental toll and it takes a physical toll. And if Anthony Joshua is put in that position, that's going to be very interesting to see how he handles that, number one, physically. Number two, is he going to tire himself out? And lastly, this is a road game for Anthony Joshua. This is a road game. He coming to the States as a road game, so he has to keep in mind the judges, because it's not the easiest thing to win rounds against Big Baby Miller because he throws so many shots. People aren't looking at this as a real competitive matchup from what I've been seeing, but I think this is going to be a highly competitive match. But the difference in this fight is going to be whether Anthony Joshua can hurt Big Baby Miller or not. Regardless, win or lose, both of these guys are going to be able to pop bottles in the club. After the fight, it's projected that Anthony Joshua is going to be making about $32 million, and Big Baby Miller is going to make about $7 million. I don't know if those are the official numbers. That's just what I was reading and what I heard. But if that's the case, listen, they could throw a major party after the fight, win or lose. But, you know, whether those are the numbers or not, well-deserved for both guys. And I know the $32 million sounds like a whole lot, and it is a whole lot. But if you look at it, the heavyweight division pays their top heavyweights a lot of money. A lot of money. I mean, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, you know, Lennox Lewis, those guys is making $20, $25, $30 million a fight. Back then, back in the 80s, in the early 90s, they was making that type of money. So this is not uncommon for a big-time heavyweight champion or just a big-time heavyweight fight. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure Big Baby Miller going to be talking a lot of trash. I think he was trying to take Anthony Joshua's mom out, something like that. You know what I mean? Big Baby Miller, a funny dude. But I think the build-up is going to be great, and I think it's going to be a competitive fight, man. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.